Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Our apologies. We're still on Chicago time. That's why we're a little late.
Hmm.
That doesn't work, does it? They're
That
two
doesn't
hours
work.
ahead.
Yeah.
We're on Hawaii
They're
time.
2 hours behind me,
Yeah, so blame
right?
Jenny, blame
Exactly.
Canada. Remember that
We
song?
got a whole song about it.
Anyway, we've got so much to talk about, you guys. That's why we're in such a hurry to get
Hmm.
on today. Uh, Wait a second. Did I read this right earlier today? That Paramount is making a bid to purchase Warner Brothers. This could be pretty cool, right? We kind of touched on it a little bit before, um, but it seems like it's moving along. It's progressing, right?
Uh-huh.
But Jenny has thoughts. I guess we got to
He's
wait
not
to
the
find out what
only
those
one.
thoughts are. Wow, this is exciting already. This is exciting already. Also, we got our
Whew.
first look at a WWE star in Starfleet Academy, and I have thoughts on that first look, if you can believe that. Um,
Hmm.
Not that I'm judging a book by its cover, but I just judged that book by its cover.
Nice.
Also,
Nice.
we have a lot of
I may
news
have to.
from Trek to Chicago. We have a lot of other things. We've got, Alice Krieger, the Borg Queen, is in the news. So is Anson Mount. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So we're going to talk about it, everybody, if you're ready for it, with Melissa Longo.
Hi. I
Are we
need
back to
Tones of
Halloween?
evil in
energy.
there.
I need energy because I've been sleepy all day, but busy as all heck.
Yep, we get it. The Matt Boardman is here.
Hello, hello. I did not go to Chicago.
Yet. Well, it's kind of too late.
I know.
What about yourself, Jenny R. Johnson? How are you today?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I was looking at everyone's pictures all weekend, and I was very happy for everyone having such a nice time and having sleepovers and pizza parties and cocktails and karaoke's.
Sleepovers?
Slumber
Yeah,
party.
pajama party.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
different.
Sorry, pajama party, I automatically think sleepover. Sleepover.
Yeah. They may have braided each other's hair, but there was no sleeping bags.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Uh yeah. And everybody, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate that. My name's Ryan T. Husk. I got two things to say real quick. One is Melissa said, Ryan, don't forget your background. I'm like, oh yeah. Sorry about that.
His heart is
Uh,
in Chicago.
Thanks,
I
Melissa.
know.
And the other one is, man, it was so cold in Chicago. When I came back to LA, I was like, I should come on the show in a tank top in my Neelix and Chill tank top. But then I was like, I don't feel like wearing that for 90 minutes. So then I put another cool
That is very
Ryza engine
cool.
because it feels like Ryza here in LA.
I
We're
It
bet it
coming back
really
to
does.
like
does.
69-degree weather after the 40-degree weather in Chicago,
Yeah.
walking around
Practically a
in that.
heat wave.
There's
When
frost
I
on the
was
cars
out,
this morning.
Hmm.
yeah, sometimes that happens here, sometimes. But when I went
What?
out earlier, my car said it was 79 degrees outside. That's almost 80 degrees.
That
Oh
is
my
almost
God, you
within
guys.
five.
Even I
So,
know that's
Yeah.
good.
hmm hmm So,
80.
everybody do those things, do the liking and subscribing we just mentioned. Let's say hello to our pals because we have a lot to talk about and we can't wait to do that with all of you.
Our wonderful
TNG
patient pals.
Oh yeah, thank you for your patience, said the doctor to the other.
Yay.
Joel and Valazak, what's up? He was in Chicago. Rookie of the Year, Redshirt Bob. We met Rookie of the Year,
He
Redshirt Bob, you
was!
guys. I know. He's a legend.
Yes!
Oh,
He bought
Oh,
stuff from me off with Quatloos. Uh,
nice.
Yes!
May Borello out in the
Quatloos!
May area. Chris Garris celebrated his birthday there. Badger
Hmm.
1701, hello.
That's so
TNG
special.
fanatic, that's got to be our pal Chuck.
Hmm.
Uh, Boodlums, I guess it's kind of like Boodlums. Bob Duncan. I saw Dunkin' Donuts in the airport in
Oh,
Chicago.
now I
So there's
want
that.
donuts.
Me too,
Mm-hmm.
always.
I
Linda
want a
Anderegg was there.
chocolate donut.
Linda Anderegg, I ate all your M&Ms already. I'm sorry.
Oh my
They didn't
God.
last. She was
Linda
there. Lucia
Anderegg.
Raz out in Brazil could not make it because she's in Brazil. Jeez, that's far.
That
Yeah.
is
Cut her
far.
some slack. John Davis, hello. Heather Blue Fulton is here listening in as well. What's up? Melanie Thompson's. What's up, Melanie Thompson's? Hi from Nova Scotia, she says.
What?
I said
Ooh.
hi from Nova
Henry!
Scotia, she says.
And thanks for the snacks, Linda Anderegg.
Yay. Hi, also from Nova
I had
Scotia.
a lot of snacks.
Arg Scott is in the live chat as
Yay!
well. It's funny, like people's handles are
I know, it's
different.
weird, right?
Yeah, it's a little disconcerting, kind of.
Like the picture's
That's
farther over, so it's harder to like match it up.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
names are slightly different. Like they have these
Hmm.
ats and these different. They're just YouTube. Quit improving things.
Yeah.
Enough already.
Yeah.
Oh, Budlums looks like it's Walter Ian K, judging by his picture, I think.
Picture.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
hello to David Bourgeois. What's up? Back of the head one. Oh, it made you add a one? This is too far. Now they've gone way too far.
The line is
Star
drawn
Trek
here.
346. I think that's our buddy. Made him at least 2359, bro. Like,
Wait, what?
uh,
Oh, why did I not see the numbers on the end? I was just looking at the names and what are these numbers?
Linda
Sorry.
Andregg's 7920. What is this?
you know, YouTube must have gone through some new thing sometime in the
Mhm.
last few days where it's like you must pick like a unique
Yeah. Remember
handle
they did
rather
that
than
on
just a
Discord at
name.
one point? Yeah.
But Bob
I don't
Duncan
know.
doesn't have numbers.
But he probably picked.
Because he's probably the only Bob Duncan underscore. I bet you he had to add the underscore though.
Yeah.
This is fun though.
Trek.
Scott Willett. What's up, Scott Willett? What's up,
What you talking about, Willet?
Philip Leavenworth? Hey, I wonder if that's
TNG Fanatic doesn't have numbers either.
because he's the only TNG fanatic.
Yeah.
Anyway, Christopher Marshall
Hmm.
2052. That's a good year. That's a good year. Anyway, that's fun. So now you guys have all had to pick like numbers to add. So you had special, interesting names. Arg Scott says there can only be one. Very nice.
I
Yeah.
wonder
All
what
right.
mine is. I'm gonna see.
Mine's gone back to being Funshine 6, I think. 1 second.
Funshine.
My-
That's pretty cool.
That's my old like
Um,
Hotmail address from when I was 17.
Hi, the
Um,
Matt Boardman 8837.
Oh, yay! Three
Species
fat
8837.
lobsters!
oh,
Wait, let me
nice.
see.
Wait, I've
I
lost
have three
Hang
fat
on.
lobsters.
Take me back.
Three
That's
fat
me,
Okay,
that's
Virtual
me.
TrekCon got to keep Virtual TrekCon. That was scary otherwise. The Trek Reviewer.
Yep, Funshine 6. There you go. God, that's no good.
Hey, that's adorable.
It
It reminds me of who are those guys? Collective Soul, because they had a song called Shine.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't there a
That's right.
band whose name it's like called Fun? That's a
Fun.
tough name.
Yeah.
Because then if you Google Fun, same thing with the band called War back in the days. You
Yeah.
Google War, like, come on.
Oh,
Anyway, so
channel names.
yeah, exactly. So they've had to like really lock in a unique handle. And so I guess they're just like, well, if there's two John Smiths, one of you got to be John Smith one. That's that.
Yeah. Jeepers. Sorry, guys. This is
always
all
been a
very
unique handle. Three
Right?
fat lobsters.
man.
So let's John Davis mentions Gwar. Those guys were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a lot to talk about, obviously, a ton of news. But before we do that, the Matt and Jenny, can you tell us how are things this weekend while we were gone? Two time zones away from both of you.
Pandemonium. That's all I gotta say.
Really?
Insanity.
Please
Absolutely.
explain.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
I saw
No.
Wicked for Good. It was great.
Was it wicked, good, or great? It's wicked good.
It was wicked.
Was it
Wicked
wicked good?
Do you know, I was this weekend years old when I learned out that
And you learned out.
Let's learn her
that
out.
Yeah, huh?
Shag
Go on.
840, what's up,
That-
Shag? We saw you in Chicago
Yay!
too. He turned
I
it into
was-
Shag-Cago. Sorry, Melissa.
Nice.
I was wondering why Wicked was coming out again. I was like, are they doing a re-release?
No,
What's
it's
going
Act
on?
2.
Why are they? This is what I learned. It's
Act
Act 2. So, like,
Mhm.
when I get up in the morning and do Act 1 in the bathroom,
Exactly.
there's always an Act 2 that follows.
That's
So
right.
this is
Exactly.
not
And
at the
sometimes
same time.
Act 2 is a little more of a bummer. You know?
I think they're
That's-
both
yeah.
bummers.
Sometimes
You know?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
a little more of a bummer.
Less of the big numbers.
They're
More
all
conflict.
bummers, honestly.
You're a bummer. You know who's not
But-
a bummer? This guy. Look at him. Look at his little
Yeah.
face.
But so what you're saying is let's not talk about number 2. Let's talk about number 1. Okay. So, Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Like,
yeah,
Right.
let's do it. This
Yeah.
is how we segue, you guys. This is how we segue. All right. So let's talk about, I think we should talk about the biggest news first. And maybe I'm wrong in my assessment of what is the biggest news.
mhm.
But I personally think the biggest news is from trekmovie.com, everybody. Here it comes, right into your living room. I don't think most of you are listening to this in your living room. Paramount submits bid to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery, competing with Netflix and Comcast. Sorry, that's Warner Brothers / Discovery. The two of them combined are called Warner Brothers Discovery, competing with Netflix and Comcast. So this is a good illustration here. Comcast, Netflix, Paramount comes out.
And
Paramount
the
is the thing.
doomsday
That's
machine.
funny.
That's amazing.
Funny. That's brilliant.
Well done, Trek movie.
Okay,
I
so
know.
before we go any further, Jenny, you had some very strong thoughts on this, and they seem to be of the negative variety. Can you please clear this up for us?
My perspective up here, north of the 49th parallel. Actually, I'm not technically, but anyway, whatever. It seems like, maybe I'm wrong, that having one company controlling all of the media might not be a really good idea.
Okay, I see. I get you. I get your angle now. However, let me just throw this at you as somebody who doesn't know anything on the subject, but will speak on it as if he does, because I belong on social media. So basically, if I'm reading this right, if Comcast and Netflix are trying to get Warner Brothers Discovery, then is it really a bad thing if Paramount tries to buy it? Because it's not that like one company is trying to get everything. It's like if a company is going to buy Warner Brothers,
They
would
are.
we rather it be Paramount? Right? I think but
No.
I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just saying it seems like if they're up for sale, somebody's going to be owning a bunch of stuff. So we might as well want it to be Paramount, right? Or am I wrong in that?
What do you think, Melissa?
Well, the thing is that if Netflix acquires Warner Brothers Discovery, then they're not necessarily going to keep the whole conglomerate together. They just want Warner Brothers Discovery. They don't want all of the extra stuff that comes with it, all of the
Ooh.
cable stuff that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Neither does Comcast. Paramount does. They want to be just as big as Disney. So what we would likely get if Skydance buys out Warner Brothers Discovery, and I'm not saying that I'm for or against it, but I do have some reservations.
That's a good way to put it.
Ooh, at 7, right? At that Italian place? Cool. So
Keep going. Keep
I
going.
do have some reservations because they will then become almost as big as Disney, which is nerve-wracking because then you will have these really large entities. I think they would become about the fourth largest in the world, with Disney being at the top, but still, all of our media would essentially be controlled by four different companies, which is not necessarily a good thing, and which is what the United States was trying to avoid way back when they decided that corporations weren't people. So yeah, this isn't necessarily a wonderful thing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a, clench your butt cheeks and find out kind of
Yeah.
thing.
It's a strange thing being a Star Trek fan right now because on the one hand we're like, "Whoa, look at the company that owns Star Trek. They're gonna have so much money and look, oh, they're gonna be a massive thing and there's gonna be so
Right.
much Star Trek." And then on the other hand we're like, "But also."
But
That's a good
Oh,
point. That's a good point because I'm much more on the side of diversifying power and
yeah.
Right.
spreading the wealth. And let's just
Right.
have like 40 companies all battling it out for our
Exactly.
senses so that
Exactly.
they can
Yeah.
all be different, they can all have their own brand, and then otherwise you have like ABC, Disney, Marvel, Pixar, ESPN,
Yeah.
like all to
Mm-hmm.
Hulu, right, all together, and I'd rather just, spread the wealth and just because then you just have so much
Excuse me.
more options if everybody is going at it, rather than like just like when all the filming used to be in LA. Now it's in Vancouver and
Yeah.
Toronto and New
Right.
Mexico and Atlanta and New York and maybe even Chicago has a few of those fire
Hmm.
station shows. That's all great. I wanted to keep going. I wanted them to be
Hmm.
filming in Denver and
Right.
Hawaii and whatever else. But let's look at this real quick.
Yeah.
However, the other side of that, as Jenny
Well,
mentioned, is, and this is the part that I think gives me pause, is, well, what if purchasing Warner Brothers Discovery gets Paramount to be bigger, better, wealthier, which would theoretically trickle down into better, wealthier Star Trek, or at least something good.
More.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
one would
I don't know
Eh.
hope.
enough.
Yeah. One would
But let's
hope.
look at this. So
Hmm.
just real quick, this is what when Melissa was saying they just want Warner Brothers
Right.
and Discovery, but nothing else. Well, let's see what the other things are. Cartoon Network, Castle
Right.
Rock, New Line
Hmm.
Cinema, TBS,
Yeah.
Eurosport, cool.
Hmm.
And pretty much a bunch of other things that I don't really. Hanna-Barbera,
Yeah.
whoa. Okay,
Right.
and that's pretty much, Bonanza. I don't know.
Yeah. Castle
TLC, okay,
Rock.
that's a thing we've heard of. Yeah, Castle
Yeah.
Rock.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh
True
yeah.
Yeah.
TV. I mean, there are a few things in there.
Mm.
Nothing gigantic, but definitely some things in
Well,
there that are recognizable.
and they really want to hang on to HBO.
Hmm.
So that's one of the huge driving forces for Paramount. They really want HBO and all of the names that come along with it, like Game of Thrones.
Right.
And there was
Paramount has
um
HBO?
No,
no,
Warner Brothers does.
Warner
Warner
Brothers
Oh, I
Brothers
has
didn't
does.
see that in the
HBO.
list. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that's
That's
because
that
it's
is that
That's
is
the big
big.
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
Yeah,
big
you're
big
one.
right.
one. And
It's crazy.
they would also acquire Harry Potter and
No thanks. I'm out. No
yes,
deal. I'm
but
out on that.
these
Yeah.
entities are really, really
Doesn't
huge
Warner Brothers own Lord
worldwide.
of the Rings too?
New
Yes.
Line
Yes.
Cinema is
Yeah,
Lord
New
of the
Line.
Rings.
There
Yeah,
Yep.
you
that's
go.
why I
Yep.
recognized it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes to Lord. No, I want them to be their own thing. I don't. So wait, the same company owns Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings?
Yes. And
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Because
I
they're
don't, I
all
don't like
under the
this.
umbrella
I don't want
of
them to
Mm.
be.
that.
I want Lord of the Rings to
Right.
destroy Harry Potter. I don't want them to be friends. I don't want them to be
I mean,
friends.
I agree. But
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
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 Don't tell the wizard.
Yeah.
And there was some speculation that Skydance acquiring HBO could be really good for Star Trek because then they could really launch some fun Star Trek movies. That's really fun.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
and, and kind of dig into it. And my fear is that because of the other bigger names, even though we were promised that their focus would be Star Trek, that they would kind of renege on that promise.
Right.
That's the other thing I was thinking about too, is that
Hmm.
what if Star Trek gets lost in the shuffle?
Yeah.
What if they
Right.
say, Lord of the Rings, let's go, balls to the wall in that, which I'm all for, by the way. But then what if they say, and also Harry Potter, and also Hanna-Barbera reimagining, and also this and that. And then Star Trek's like, what about us? And they're like, oh, you have Starfleet Academy. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just do that for 6 years. Or something,
Hmm.
Right.
like, I don't want Star Trek to get lost in the shuffle. And that's
Right.
what happens when you have these gigantic corporations is everything turned into like the Borg or something where, there's no joy or, you kind of lose out on that individual attention.
Right.
What do you got,
Hmm.
Matt? You look like you're going to say,
Well, no, I think my thing is that okay, I mean we have these corporations that are combining, but where are the productions? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just speaking from the sense of like since 2023, and we all
Mm.
know what happened in 2023, you know, the amount of productions that are happening are reducing, but yet
Hmm.
these corporations are getting bigger. So it's like, I mean, is the purpose of the combining of the corporations to have a bigger pot to draw from? Is it
No.
to pay people in the upper management more money? You know what I mean? Like, so what is the point of if we're taking players off the board and we're not doing
Hmm.
more with it? I would prefer there to be more companies and more options and more people providing meaningful content and not
Hmm.
just, an acclamation of wealth so that we
Yeah.
can boost people at the top
Hmm.
up, and now we're just producing lackluster things because we're
Exactly.
not,
Right.
you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Because if
Because it
we,
doesn't.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I
Because,
was,
well,
yeah.
if they're going
Go
to force
ahead.
us to do capitalism, which apparently they are, wouldn't it be nice if we're doing it in a way that is improving everything? So people
Right.
like they have to make good products because there's
Yes.
actual competition.
Yeah.
right,
Exactly.
that's
That's
that's the heart of
exactly what I was gonna
capitalism.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the heart of capitalism is competition.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
the whole motivation behind it. And if we're losing more and more competition,
Right.
uh, it's like if in the NFL there's like four teams, we're like, those are some very, very good teams.
Hmm.
This is getting boring.
Right.
I will give
Yes.
me the Jacksonville Jaguars going 0 and 17. That's what I want. I want, you know what I mean? Give me the
Yeah.
Carolina Panthers, losing
Yeah.
20-9 on Monday Night Football. This
Hmm.
is this is what I'm looking for
Yeah.
out of life. I want good, bad, medium, ugly,
Right.
pretty, funny. Yeah, it's you just want you lose a lot of that creativity if
Hmm.
Hmm.
everything is bundled together.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they can just get lazy with whatever they put out there because they don't have to worry about the competition doing something better.
Yeah. Like,
And they're not doing anything better. They're just doing more of the same.
yeah.
Just say, oh, look, we have more lens flares. Let's, you know,
Right.
instead of giving us, episodes like a duet.
Yeah.
Right.
Like when
Well,
HBO
and
They
started
get
putting out,
less,
Sopranos and, all of these shows that started coming out and like blowing the doors off of everybody and winning all the
Yep.
awards, network TV all of a sudden had to
right.
elevate its game,
Yeah, exactly.
you know?
Well, and I think of, Ghostbusters. Okay. And I know I've talked about this
Mhm.
before, but
Hmm.
they took a risk on Ghostbusters. And at one point when Coca-Cola came in and
Yeah.
bought majority share of Columbia, right? They tried to shut it down because some executive over there was like, this is stupid. I don't like it. And they fought for it and said, well, that's all well and fine, but we don't care what you think. And look at what Ghostbusters has become. It is a pop culture icon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that makes me a little sad is that I feel like in an effort to boost profitability, we have people who are saying less risk taking, more going with what we know, and who
Yeah.
cares if it's not that great? It's got whatever label on top of it, right? People will
Right.
show up anyway.
Yeah.
And
Right.
and so we're missing out on new opportunities and risks that may be the next whatever, the next Star Trek, the next Star Wars, the next
Totally.
Right.
Lord of the Rings, right? Because that's what I worry about when we start combining this stuff is we're taking an element away that could introduce us to something fun and new in favor
Mm-hmm.
of, reboot 35 of something that we
Right.
that
Yeah.
people we think people are going to show up to this, but sir, they're saying that what we're giving them is garbage. Who cares? It's got that name on it.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Kids
Well,
love garbage.
Kids
they
Right,
do
show up.
love
exactly. Garbage
garbage.
Pail Kids.
Yeah.
Um,
They show up because there's that hope that it will feel the nostalgia they feel for the
Yeah.
thing that they fell in love with. But if you
Exactly.
find out that this thing that you loved from way back when is a piece of garbage, then it kind of just taints the whole thing. And
Mm.
I did
Well,
say
now
taint.
hang on a second
Oh.
because it taints your. So I
Hmm.
just thought of something, however, though.
What you got?
Okay.
Isn't this a metaphor for Star Trek? Because maybe Paramount is looking at themselves, CBS, Paramount, whatever, as the Federation. They
Hmm.
keep bringing in more worlds to make their company bigger, stronger, more diversified. So they're not just the Vulcans. Now they also have the humans. Now they also have
Hmm.
Sure.
the Andorians and Tellarites and the whatever else. Suddenly, they're not just this homogenous group. They're like, because
Sure.
every time the Federation adds something into the Federation, they also learn from that new race, and that
Yeah.
new race learns from them, and theoretically they improve. But we have seen some shows, some episodes here and there from the antagonist point of view where they say things like, oh, basically negative stuff about the Federation.
Yeah.
I can't remember specific episodes, but there have been a few times where people
Oh,
say
the
negative things
Maquis.
about, right, where
Yeah.
they're just kind of like, hey, you guys are just this big, slow monstrosity that just swallows worlds. And we
Hmm.
go like, oh, shut up. These guys are dumb. The Federation is cool. But now we're kind of seeing it maybe from that outside point of view where it's like, okay, I could see their point, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, I can see both sides because the Federation, I feel like, was formed with an altruistic intent.
That.
Right.
Yeah.
So what if David Ellison has that intent? What if he says, we are not conquering, we are
That's yet to be
funding.
seen.
Hmm.
I
We're
think that's yet
funding.
to be seen.
And what if he says each one of them, each one of those companies will be basically autonomous, where
Hmm.
they,
Oh,
yes,
but this did remind me though that the article did say that
I guess we should read the
when
article.
when but it's good to
It is.
Yeah.
hash this out between amongst ourselves because we are all smart individuals who
Hmm.
have something to contribute.
And
But
watch your
the
mouth.
article but the article does say that his intent, if Skydance does acquire it, is to have the people at Paramount run Paramount and the people
Right.
at Warner Brothers run Warner Brothers.
Perfect.
So
So exactly
that's
what we're hoping.
exactly.
Hmm.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
fuck it. Yeah, do it.
yeah, and if
Whatever.
that's the case, then yeah, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean,
Hmm.
Yes.
I'm still a little when Disney purchased 20th Century Fox,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's still a little bit like, who, it almost, at least in my mind, I kind of felt like 20th Century Fox kind of, it went away a little bit. It doesn't seem quite
Yeah.
as out there as it was before when it
Right.
was when on its own. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you see a lot of that stuff ending up on Hulu and whatever else, but
Yeah.
it so it could just be my narrow vision of what I have access to
You and
right
your
now.
narrow vision.
I know, damn it, Matt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would hate for Warner Brothers to go the same way. I mean, if it's like you said,
Right.
if it's everybody's still just kind of functioning as is, and we're just, you know, if we're the model of the Federation, then yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, then yeah, it
There's
does sound a lot better. It goes against what we kind of our ideals of what we wish and hope for. However, it sounds like this would be really a not bad thing. You can't really say great because what's better than letting it just run itself?
Yeah.
So that's the best thing. But under the circumstances, if it's going to be bought out, you want it to be bought out by something that's not going to gut it,
Hmm.
and that's going to let everybody kind of run their own company. At the same time, hey, we believe you, but we all know that the what does it say? The road to heaven is paved with no, the road to
the
hell is
road to
paved with
Road to
hell.
good
hell
intentions.
with good
Yeah.
Where
intentions.
it's
Yeah,
like, hey, maybe that's what they mean, but then they'll be like, but just one more thing. Just change
Hmm.
this one thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because
Hmm.
things happen and not everyone is there for the greater good.
No. You
well,
okay.
and I
know
also
who's
feel.
great? These guys.
Yeah, they are.
I just think it's fascinating. So,
Yeah,
It is. It is absolutely. Like I mean it's honestly it's a good education in just sort of what
yeah.
is happening because this is happening on a lot of fronts with companies and
Mm-hmm.
those,
Yeah.
all of those
yeah.
laws that used to kind of prevent this sort of thing are kind of getting, you know. Yeah.
Oh, what? What law do you mean? Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, well, they
Yeah.
were just more guidelines
Yeah.
than laws. No,
You know
they're
what?
laws for a reason.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if all of the news media outlets could remain independent,
Right.
I would feel a lot better about
Right.
single entities gobbling everybody up. If
Yeah.
there was a way for the
Yeah.
news to still be like an independent, thing.
I'm going to give you one
Yeah.
more piece of
What
good
you got?
news.
What you got for us?
Well, first, here
You
are
have a
two
poll?
things. Yeah, here are two things. One is a poll,
Ooh.
Yay!
and the other
Ah.
is the good news is this, that, I think the bad thing we want to avoid is a monopoly, right? And
Hmm.
again, I'm going to
Exactly.
talk about something that I know
Yeah.
nothing about which I know nothing. However, the good news is that even if they swallow up every single thing. And then the company's called like Netflix, Hulu, ABC, Disney, Comcast, Warner Brothers, Discovery,
Hmm.
Strange New Worlds, show, conglomerate, Cartoon Network, or whatever,
Yeah.
HBO. Even if they do that, I don't think that's a monopoly because I think that to me, that just paves the way for somebody else to be like, I've just created an alternative. Come check
This
out
is true.
come
Hmm.
check out StarTrekandChill.com for all your, are you tired
Woohoo!
of big giant corporation whatever?
Nice.
And
So
now
you poop out at parties?
with the
Sorry.
advent of the internet and social media,
Yeah.
it's even harder. It's so much, and streaming, it's so much harder to control everything. People,
Hmm.
there are YouTube shows, there are
Right.
famous TikTokers,
Yeah.
there
Hmm.
Vine is coming back, so it's like I don't even watch TV, so they can all do whatever they
Yep.
want. It does not
Hmm.
affect me. I'm on YouTube or I'm listening
Yeah.
to music or whatever. So that's the
Of
good
course.
news is that we're pretty safe in that regard because they can swallow everything in the whole world if they want,
Hmm.
but our options are still forever limitless, and anybody can just step up and create something.
As
That's
That's the
long
true.
good
as
news.
people continue to make art, then you can't shut
Yeah,
this down. Art in
exactly.
whatever form that comes in. So
Exactly.
I saw this this thing that a friend shared that continue to create art because not only is it good for the world, but it's
Hmm.
good for our health too.
Oh
People
yeah.
who
Mhm.
create art live longer.
Yes.
There's a study about this. How crazy
That's
is
so
that? But
interesting. Like,
yeah,
this is why
I
we need a
believe it.
Star Trek feature because then there's more room for people to make art because they're not worrying about where their food's coming from. Man.
right,
So
right.
here's the
Mhm.
poll, everybody. The poll is
Mm.
if Warner Brothers Discovery is
Ooh.
going to be purchased, who would you want to purchase it? The options are Paramount, Comcast, and Netflix. I guess instead of if Warner Brothers Discovery is going to be purchased, I should have said being that it's going to be
Mm.
purchased, because it sounds
Yeah.
like that's the case.
Yeah.
So put in your votes. Do you want it to be Paramount, Comcast, or Netflix? Let's see who does Comcast own.
Who does Comcast own?
This
They
is a
have a
good
majority
question.
share in NBC Universal. That
Ah.
that
I thought
happened
that
while I
was
was
Warner
there.
Brothers. Did they separate at some point? Oh, it's so confusing.
NBC
I
Universal?
know.
Yeah,
No, that they were always separate.
because Warner Brothers owns Friends.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. That is a
Right. But
Ugh.
but
Yeah.
NBC
Oh,
was the distribution
Oh,
company.
they sold,
Yeah.
right. They
Yeah.
licensed it. Gotcha.
So yeah, this was
Gotcha.
back in the day of when we would make TV shows and
Yeah.
then we would license them out to whatever network.
okay.
Hmm.
So
interesting.
Comcast,
Oh,
below
jeepers.
Comcast,
Yep.
NBC Universal,
Hmm.
DreamWorks, that's
Yep.
pretty big. NBC,
Yep.
whoa, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Anything else that's really that big?
And
Fandango, but I don't
yeah.
really know if they're really doing much in the entertainment industry, right?
Yeah.
That's really okay.
Universal Pictures.
Focus
CNBC.
Features, Universal Pictures.
Group
Oh,
Pictures is
E
Yeah.
is
pretty
something
big.
big.
Yep.
What's
E
Focus
Bravo
Features?
is
I've
Bravo.
never heard of
big.
that one. I've
Yeah.
never heard
Bravo
of
is
Focus
big.
Features.
It's more independent film, but it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
Universal
It's
Universal,
Pictures, that's
NBC
massive.
yeah,
Universal.
it's
Okay, so basically
Yeah.
Comcast is NBC Universal. Okay, that's pretty
Hmm.
big.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
that
have
happened while I was at that
Telemundo.
at
Yeah.
Universal.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We were actually working there,
Telemundo.
and I mean you could tell when Comcast became the majority shareholder, all of a sudden a lot of things started changing at the studio because it was kind of a
Mm,
ghost town as far as what was being utilized on the sound stages and everything. And as soon as Comcast came in, they're like, nope, we are not going to have the sound stages empty. They started making sure that they were getting booked.
right.
They came in, they changed the cafeteria, which was fantastic because no
Ooh.
more food poisoning for us,
Oh,
which did happen a
my
lot.
God.
They
Oh
Oh yeah,
no!
yeah.
That's
It
crazy.
was like you would go to get something to eat, and you're like, this chicken tastes like it was yesterday's, like from
Mm,
yesterday's whatever. And yeah, there was a lot of food poisoning happening. But they
Oh
just made a lot of
no.
changes. And if you've been to Universal uh, recently, if you've gone on any of the tram tours, you really see that they have done a lot to come in and I don't know, respect the history of the studio and make sure that it because Universal Studios is a long-standing studio that
Mm-hmm.
has
hmm.
a lot of history behind it, and it deserves to have that front that reflects that history.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting
Mm,
reading these articles because I do think back to when these studios first started. Paramount is one of the oldest studios that is still functioning.
Hmm.
But I think
yeah.
about when 20th Century Fox started or when Warner Brothers started, all of these huge studios were competition for each other and they
Hmm.
but there was creativity in building these
Absolutely. Yeah.
studios too, which is fascinating, so
Hmm.
fascinating. And I personally would hate to lose that history because
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
of these big corporations buying up what created Hollywood.
I think it was Robert Kaiser, but I'm not sure because the name is different. But
Oh, where is
he
he?
said that in the chat earlier that Paramount buying Warner Brothers is probably the only chance of the Warner Brothers lot not ending up being sold off.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Which is kind of
Yeah.
echoes what Melissa was saying.
Yeah.
So I would say Comcast, NBC Universal is probably the second biggest
Yeah.
conglomeration behind ABC, Disney, ESPN kind of
Hmm.
thing.
Hmm.
Right?
Right.
Wouldn't you think? I can't imagine there's anything
Yeah.
close to
Yeah.
that big.
Mhm.
But, I'm reminded of something. John Archiola can back me up on this one if he's listening in. Back of the head one. Uh, but you guys, I'm
Mm.
sorry. This is a wrestling story,
Oh,
but I
jeepers.
promise it's not about wrestling. It's about this. There was a company called WWF, and it
Mhm.
eventually got into a lawsuit for the name WWF because it was that name was first used by the World Wildlife Foundation that I donate to plenty. They're the ones with the panda
Yeah. Such a great
Yes.
logo.
logo.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I love
so
it too.
WWF changed to WWE, which didn't really roll off the tongue, but now you get used to it finally.
Hmm.
So then there was this company called WCW. It was a really big wrestling thing. It was originally
Yes.
NWA, became WCW, really big. If you've ever heard of NWO, the NWO wrestling, like that was the big
Yeah.
news 20
Yeah.
years ago or
Hmm.
whatever. That was WCW. And they were kind of like the second wrestling company that was never quite at the height, but they were really close. And then for a while, they actually passed them. So basically, they were neck and neck. There was a third company called ECW. They were Extreme Championship Wrestling. They were like bloody chairs and barbed wire bats and razor blades and things like that. Anyway, one day, something I did not see coming. No, I don't know if anybody did. It's kind of before the internet or right when the social media was starting.
Very early.
WWE purchased, acquired WCW and ECW at the same time. Like they're two
Hmm.
biggest
Right.
rivalries, competition. One was like a direct competition. The other one was a different brand because they were more like extreme wrestling where it's like bloody and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So suddenly we're like, wait, now we don't. So they eliminated our options by buying them. I didn't even know they had that kind of money. How do you do
Yeah.
that? So they did
Hmm.
that, and then they tried to keep those brands within the company. Anyway,
Hmm.
the
Right.
reason I'm saying this is because immediately people like me started Googling for what other options there are out there. I found Global Elite Wrestling. I found OWV, Ohio Valley Wrestling. Then now there's
Wow.
this, then
It's crazy.
there was TNA Wrestling, Total Nonstop Action. Calm down. Total Nonstop Action Wrestling.
Yeah.
Now there's a wrestling company that John Archiola loves and he covers currently for Screen Rant. It's called AEW Wrestling, and that's kind of like the big new, it's doing really well. It's the
Mm.
wrestling for people that love wrestling. Also, the wrestlers, many of them that did not want to work for that giant company, you start seeing all of those guys sprouting up in
Hmm.
these other places, which move them up, and then you
Mm.
can follow your favorite wrestlers. Anyway, that's all kind of a long story to say. I've seen this before, and even they can never buy everything. The more they buy, the more people just go, okay, well, what else is out there? And then they start kind of looking for those
Right.
alternatives, and the big ones move off. But anyway, so there's always hope.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
start if you're gonna buy things and you can't maintain the quality
Yeah.
or improve it, and you start to get complacent about what you've purchased and be like, oh, it's just gonna take care of itself and we don't need to foster anything with it, people are gonna go elsewhere. It's just like John Arciola said that all of that purchasing led to a product that was not as good as what they had before.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And I mean, what is the buyer beware? Well, okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and buy it. But if you're not going to invest into it, if you're just hoping that the name itself is going to sell itself, I think you're going to find that that's not what people want. People want you
Hmm.
to continue to develop and provide
Hmm.
meaningful content within those things.
Hmm.
Otherwise, yeah, exactly right. They're going to go elsewhere.
So, in bringing up wrestling, Ryan,
Hmm.
Were you going anywhere else with this?
Well, he was
Well,
just using it as an example, I
But
think.
yeah, I'm just.
isn't there something that is in the news that is
Oh,
related to this?
yes.
Oh, that's pretty good job, Jenny. No, I was
Thank
Yes.
honestly
you.
just providing some context, but we will move into that. So, here's the thing: I put up a poll, which is, was that a
Hmm.
good wrestling story within the discussion? And the options
Oh,
are, yeah, that provided some context, or all wrestling talk is bad. I know which one Lucy or Roz is going to do. And
Yes.
if the all wrestling talk is bad wins, I'm just going to change every story to be like, okay, so there was this company of oranges, and they had other oranges that were just as juicy. And then there was another group of oranges that were kind of a little sour, but some people liked them. And then the big orange company, I just changed it all to oranges. And then all these other little baby oranges started sprouting up, and they were also delicious, everybody.
Hmm.
Anyway,
oh, that's
You should
funny.
always start with once upon a time.
yeah.
Once upon
So
a
it's an
time.
excellent article by Trek Movie, as they always are,
Yeah.
because they know their business. Like we always
Yeah.
speculate, whereas
Yeah.
Trek
Hmm.
Movie tends to do their due diligence and get the actual information. So great stuff.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
They
Read that.
research and extrapolate.
Yep.
Well, and
Exfoliate.
I have to give a shout out to Anthony Pascal, who wrote the article,
Hmm.
because he knows his stuff as far as this merger business
Yeah.
is. He knows his stuff, so
Hmm.
it's good to read a well um, researched article.
Hmm.
Lucia would like
So
us to guess which she voted for in the poll.
come on. She was
Brian
like,
already
is
did.
there she not only did she say the bad wrestling thing, she was looking for an even worse option. She's like, only bad? Is there like horror
I mean,
Where
wrestling?
there's
where is the
room
one
for
that
a
lets me
third.
blow up wrestling with a nuclear
Exactly.
warhead?
So, okay, as Jenny said, sorry, Lucia, wrestling's back in the Star Trek news, and
Hmm.
here it is.
More
It's from
accurately,
Collider.
wrestler.
Collider.com. Get a first look at one of WWE's biggest stars in Star Trek spinoff Starfleet Academy. This is
Hmm.
her, Becky Lynch. I can't remember what her real name is. Becky Lynch, this is her character
Rebecca.
with little blue under highlight, kind of little streaks here and
Hmm,
there. And
interesting.
my first thought when I saw this just now when we went live, I looked at this and my first thought was, she looks like they're almost trying to set her up to be like Holly Hunter's sister or something.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
Oh.
Interesting.
it's like a similar look in a way to
Yeah.
Holly Hunter. Like, what if it's her sister or daughter or something,
Ooh, that could be
right?
cool.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a
She's a
gold
lot taller,
uniform.
but
Yeah, but we
Hmm.
don't know who the baby daddy is.
yeah, it could be Saru.
It could be Saru.
Well,
Rebecca Quinn. That's her name.
Yes.
Ah.
oh, interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, oh, they mentioned Holly Hunter right
Yep.
here. The upcoming series stars Holly Hunter as Captain Ake, who will also serve as Chancellor for the first post-burn Starfleet Academy class. Some familiar faces you'll see in Star. Okay, this is all stuff we know.
Yeah.
So basically, all it is, she's in Operations Gold as part of the bridge crew, sporting a bob with blue streaks in her hair, and nothing right away indicates she's anything other than human. Remember, that's how Kirk said it. Of all the
God.
souls I've known, his was the most human.
Human. Oh,
But it was
that moment
deeper.
always
Oh, it
still.
catches. It catches right
I
there.
love that moment.
Oh, there's a quote from her. From what's her name? Rebecca Quinn or something like that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rebecca Quinn. Okay. She says, quote, I grew up, wait, let me take it off this here. She says, quote, I grew up when Star Trek was one of the two shows that was on TV in Ireland on whatever four channels we had. So it was always on in the background. I can't say that I sat down and watched, but I did love the movies. And Colomini, we all love Colomini.
Yeah.
Anytime he was on, you sit down and watch that. And if they
That's
aren't,
cool.
and if your friends aren't watching, you call them. Just kidding, I added that part.
Bloop bloop.
That's, thank you. So, okay. So it sounds to me like she is not a fan. Let's be
Of
honest.
wait, what?
She's like, it was always on and I didn't really watch it, but I enjoyed the movies. It's all
Oh,
right.
okay. I
Okay. And
guess.
that's
Okay.
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 And that's
And
okay.
Colomini, which means she probably really liked Deep Space Nine because that's where
Mhm.
O'Brien was really fleshed out.
Mhm. So I don't see that there's that much more. Did we
It's
see,
not.
isn't she
It's
like a
It's
captain? Is
just
she
in
gonna
it.
be a captain in this? Or did it
No.
I
not
don't think
say?
so. She's in gold. So
Yeah.
What date is it coming out? Because I think we're under 2 months until
January 15th.
Yeah.
yeah, so we're under 2 months now.
115.
Wow.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, what if she plays Holly Hunter's daughter? You know, I think that's certainly possible.
Mhm. Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
let's
Huh.
see what the live chat says. Uh-oh, Lucia, you're not gonna like this. No, tudo bem. Não, tudo bem.
You're
Okay,
funny.
thank you. Okay.
And
So it
it
looks like
it did.
63% of people said, yeah, that provided some context. Go ahead,
Mhm.
Melissa. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say this poll actually equals 100.
Oh, for once. I
Oh.
think it's once it's more than two. Then YouTube's like, bro, we are Google, but don't expect us to add
Yeah.
up to 100. That's just too hard. And by the way, that's another big thing. Remember when Google swallowed YouTube? Do you
Yes.
know that
Mm.
Yahoo was going to buy Google back
Hmm.
in the day for 1,000,000 clams, but they're like,
Yeah.
too rich for our blood. Boy, did they blow it.
Yeah.
Yahoo Go.
So glad.
Hmm.
Anytime I click on a Yahoo article, my server switches over to Yahoo, and I'm like, I didn't choose you. I didn't choose you.
Yeah.
No, Yahoo. So I never click on Yahoo articles anymore
I
because
didn't
Yeah.
even know Yahoo made articles.
Pain.
That's embarrassing.
Pain. Yeah.
Bane.
it's annoying.
So, oh,
Pain.
is our good buddy back of the head in the live chat? Maybe he
Yes,
would
he said
have some
Yeah.
thoughts.
earlier, say my name and I appear.
John
Say my
Orchiola,
name,
what are
say
your
my
thoughts on
name.
this? Do you have any thoughts on this, on Becky Lynch, Rebecca Quinn, and whether she's going to play Holly Hunter? Because I feel like Becky Lynch is probably somewhere around like 5'8" ish.
Yeah.
She's pretty tall, maybe 5'9" ish. Certainly tall for a woman. And Holly Hunter seems like she's pretty short.
She's
She
tiny.
looks pretty short.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She's like
But
5'1" or
So
something.
I don't know. I'm 6'3", and everybody else in my family is like between 5'3", 5'8". So
Hmm. And you
okay,
are
see.
taller
Hmm.
than that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
You are taller
Jenny.
than that.
So what we're talking about in centimeters
We don't
is
do height in
Matt.
centimeters. Get with the program. I'm
What do
five
you do?
four.
You do weight in centimeters?
No, we don't do a lot. And we do snow in centimeters.
Oh,
Oh, there's John
Except sometimes
Orchiola.
we also do inches. It kind of depends.
So
Kind of depends on
fun.
what mood we're in.
He did
Okay.
appear when you said his name.
Oh, so back of the head said that would make Becky Lynch a lanthanite. Right. Good knowledge. Because
Hmm.
hmm.
they're saying that's what Holly Hunter is.
Well, she's half lanthanite, Holly Hunter.
So
She's
Becky would
not
be a quarter lanthanite.
So she's a Lantha Light.
depend.
Oh! Oh, hi.
Nice.
Do we know
That
anything
was
about
amazing.
lanthanites yet?
No.
I don't think so. I think
Except
we've
for
just
they
heard the
live a
name.
really long time
Wait, they do?
because, well, Carol Kane is one
Wait, Holly Hunter and Carol Kane are the same species?
half. Well,
Wait,
Carol
what?
Kane's Carol Kane's is a full lanthanite, and Holly
Yeah.
Hunter is a
How did I
half
miss
lanthanite.
this?
And Holly Hunter's character is 422 years old, so they still live a really long, she still lives really long.
422. So she had her heyday 2 years ago.
Eh, eh. Okay. Huh.
Yeah,
I don't know why I didn't make that connection.
yeah.
Hmm. All right. Well then.
So are those the only ones?
that
The
we've
only
ever seen.
lanthanites that we're aware
Yes.
of.
So that would mean
Yes.
if that were the case, that would mean we'd have a full lanthanite, a half lanthanite, and a
Hmm.
quarter lanthanite. What
Yeah.
if somewhere down the line we find out that Holly Hunter is Pelia's granddaughter?
Hmm.
Because if
Ooh.
she's 422
Yeah.
years old, that means she
Right.
was born
Yeah.
in like the 2600s or something.
Hmm.
Pelia could have had a kid
Hmm.
in the 2400s, you know.
All
There's definitely
right.
some interesting possibilities there, especially look, if she's half, that
Hmm.
certainly
Yeah.
gives us the feeling that maybe,
Yeah.
you know, maybe
Absolutely.
Pelia and Pike got it on.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
It's a
That's
bit of a
another
jump,
Billy
sir.
Madison.
Oh, I
But
know that.
it
Veronica
also would
Vaughn.
mean that Captain Nala Ake, would remember what Starfleet used to be before the burn, because she would have been
Oh.
alive,
Whoa.
Becky
right?
Lynch thinks
She
The
would have
Burn
The
been
was just
alive.
like
plot
a really good
thickens. This is
joke.
interesting.
Yeah, I think there's something in there. I think there's a
Ah.
possibility. It'd
Hmm.
be pretty cool if they did do something like that.
Yeah.
Back at the head says Becky's wearing gold, so she's in operations, right? So she's operations, security, or what's the other? Uh,
Engineering.
engineering. Thank you.
Lucia says, not Pike, please. I don't know why she doesn't want Pelia with Pike, but
That
What about
is
Kirk?
hilarious.
ooh,
What about
why
Kirk?
not?
Because we
I
know
mean,
that half of the people in the 3000s
hmm.
are related to Kirk.
To Kirk, yeah.
Yeah, basically, let's be real
Ah,
here.
Pelia and Scotty have a baby.
Oh,
That would be weird.
Scotty is a baby in Strange New Worlds.
He is a
I
little
know,
baby.
that's why it would be weird.
Okay, so what's next? Let's look at this.
Hey. Hey
You're
now.
you're caught. You're caught.
What's next here? Okay.
Hi.
So that's it. I think that's
Hi.
all the information is just the
Hi.
imagery.
Hi there.
Okay.
Or maybe it's bones.
That I can get behind. Or
Or
in
reverse
front
that.
of.
Yeah, there we go. Jenny, you're such a, that is not appropriate.
Bones. Hi.
Okay, this is also from
Bones.
trekmovie.com, everybody. Check this out. It's an exclusive. Let's pull it up. Exclusive. Director Jonathan Frakes talks lots of levity in Star Trek
Mm.
Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, he's got some
Levity.
quotes.
Levity. Levity, he says.
Why do I feel a little worried about that?
Yeah.
Ah, how much levity? How
I
much levity?
know.
That's what we
Why
want
am
to
I
know.
am I just being a stick in them? I feel like I'm being such a fart face about this, which is like I just see that one word levity and my first thought
Yeah.
is it's but then at the same time if it goes Star Trek Starfleet Academy has lots of comedy in it, we'd be like
Yeah.
are we just getting too fussy?
But I don't know. Star Trek, Star Trek has always had funny moments,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Right.
But I don't
They're
know
not
with these.
all funny.
Yeah, and I feel like when you're like, oh, but this series is so funny, which means that the
Hmm.
writers are intentionally trying. And I feel like
Right.
sometimes when you're trying to be a serious show but
Mm.
inject a lot of humor into it, you mess up the mixture, and now you're drinking a soda that's got way too much carbonated water and
Hmm.
not enough syrup in it.
Mm,
Now,
yeah.
Mm.
Lower Decks is a great example of a show that perfected that balance, I think.
6, 7.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dang it.
Because it
That is the first mention of
was
6'7", I think, on this show.
was
Sorry.
really
Please
good.
continue.
Because it was
New Rickroll,
hilarious.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Never gonna give you up.
Hey!
Anyway,
Yeah, because
sorry.
it's
But yes, you're right.
no,
I
no.
agree. I
Because
agree,
yeah, because it's
Jenny.
super funny, but it's also like got real heart and real stakes,
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly.
So
That's the point.
that's
Yeah.
the key.
Yes, that is the key.
Hmm.
That's the key.
The
Real
key.
stakes, real heart.
Yeah. And I mean, I
Which
think
That sounds like
Prodigy
a
had
good
too.
slogan that you were saying there, Melissa. Real stakes, real heart.
nice.
Star Trek. Right?
Ooh.
Yes!
It sounded like that's
Ooh.
what you were going with. Like, oh,
That
that
was
sounds
really
like,
good.
like it sounds like an Allstate commercial or something,
Yeah, right? They're not saying real comedy.
Sorry, Jenny. You guys probably have the company's probably called All Province or something. I don't know
We don't
where.
have it. We have
Okay,
other things. Just relax.
All Province. Okay.
We
Here's a quote
also
from the
have
great Jonathan
territory.
Frakes. He says, when he was asked if he directed Starfleet Academy, his answer was, "quote I did. It was beautiful with Tatiana Maslany and the great Holly
Oh.
Hunter, by the way.
Hmm.
She's great in this show. She's one of the most well-prepared, instinctive, smart, clever. She's an Academy Award winning actress, and she gets it. She gets it. She has great ideas. Yeah, she's a winner. Okay, the poo-pooer for me, the poo-pooer in me says, "Oh yeah, I directed something with Tatiana Maslany. Oh, and with Holly Hunter, and she's great, and she's amazing, and she's cool, and she's an Academy Award winner, and she gets it." I think, whoa, you didn't like the first lady that you mentioned?
No,
But
no, no, no,
Tatiana
no, no.
Maslany is
No, no,
such a
no.
good
She's
actor.
incredible.
She's very good.
I'm just saying,
High caliber,
I'm just
definitely.
saying that he put one name out and then he drenched the other name in compliments. I'm sure that's not
Yeah.
it, but that you can't help but look in
Hmm.
that direction. But I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure.
Frakes
That
is
was
known
his.
for the shade he throws,
That was his.
after
That was his
all.
second take of two takes Frakes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Let me run that again.
Yeah. And yeah.
By the way, he doesn't even like that nickname anymore. Like maybe it was funny
No.
before, but now he kind of because yeah, I could see how that's kind of a slight. So
Hmm.
there's always something. There's always a thing. So let's see. There's another quote in here, Melissa. He says, quote,
Yes.
to its credit, Academy has lots of levity and great. Well, first of all, Paul Giamatti is the villain, and I met him while he was there, and I'm a massive fan of his. I think most actors are, and most people are. And I said, how's it been? He said, I've been having such a good time. And then he leans in and says, maybe too good a time. So again, I'm grateful. I search out the levity in any script,
Hmm.
especially in the Treks, because there's so much. And on Academy, it's there. And it helps the rhythm of cutting and storytelling. Interesting.
Hmm.
Okay. So it sounds, he's easing my fears.
Yes.
It
Mhm.
sounds as though he's saying, as a director, he looks for the levity because that is his guiding principle on how to follow the story. And when you're editing, you're kind of cutting out the fat and focusing on what's the levity of the story. So
Yeah.
when he says it's got lots of levity, he's
Hmm.
not saying like first impression, whew, it's got a lot of levity. He's
Yeah.
saying, hey, I'm a guy that
Right.
looks for levity, and this has got it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
better.
He's not saying like
Makes
Jack Tripper's,
sense.
rolling over couches. It's not.
What you say about
I'm
Jack,
just saying he was a
my idol.
consummate pratfall man, you know? And that's
Was a
not
great
what
physical comedy
exactly,
actor.
exactly.
Yeah.
So but yeah, one thing about Frakes, and when he says levity, I don't even necessarily like, yes, I'm sure he's talking about some comedy, but I think he's also just talking about that heartness that like the thing that I always go back to with him directing is if you go back and watch TNG, the episodes where he was directing, Gates McFadden is always super comfortable. She's in chairs.
Yeah.
She's got her knees up. She's
Yeah.
like she is physically never as comfortable as she is when it's an episode that he's
Mm,
directing. And that those are the episodes where you're like, oh, that's Beverly. That's who she is. Like, you
sure.
you know what I mean? And the fact that he sort of encourages that, like he encourages life
Being
and yeah,
natural.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Truthful life.
I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Jonathan Frakes as a director.
Mhm.
You know,
Mm.
I
He's
think
got
that,
levity, actually.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
I
he
think
does.
there is something, and for those of us who have seen him at the conventions and when
Hmm.
he talks about the things and he comes out and he's singing and
Yeah.
people talk about what
Right.
he's like. I I love that, and I think that is an amazing thing that he is brought as someone who is a veteran of the Star Trek franchise, having gone
Hmm.
through 7 seasons of it,
Hmm.
and he can come in to these later iterations of it, and I don't know, just get people to loosen up and not because I mean what I
And
love
not be so
hearing
rigid.
this,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, because if you hear the stories about when they were filming Next Generation, they were cracking jokes and they were
Mhm.
doing silly
Hmm.
and funny things. And they talked about how Patrick was always so serious, and eventually they got him to
For a
loosen
while,
up. And
yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And I go to the story of from First Contact. There's that scene where they're walking down the corridor, and
Hmm.
they're supposed to, it's like the right stuff kind of thing, and they're supposed to look like big and tough and everything. And Frakes says, "Okay, let's try that again, but with a little bit more gravitas, right?" And Brent takes off his sock and stuffs it down the front of his pants and goes, "Is that enough gravitas for you?"
Yeah.
So, but I love that Melissa pointed out that Gates always seemed very relaxed,
Hmm.
and so I don't know, just hearing that he looks for the levity in things. I mean, that makes me happy that he does that because I think you get a better performance from people when they feel comfortable and they feel like they can
Yeah.
Exactly.
bring something to it. Yeah.
It's it's a bit of an icebreaker. The levity is the palate cleanser. I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
palate cleanser,
Yeah.
but it's even even when you're in the darkest, deepest horrifying
Hmm.
moments of your life, sometimes getting through that scariness, you need a little levity
You do,
Sure.
absolutely. Yeah,
to
you do.
focus you.
It's like an
Yeah.
access point. It's an access point for people that
Right.
and I think some people might have the argument that there wasn't enough of it on Discovery. And I mean it was there. It
Mm.
was it was there, but maybe there was a little
Name them.
more, well, yeah. But you know what I mean, right? So that may be why people had I mean one of the reasons why people no, because people have lots of reasons, but that I think, yeah, where there needs to be a balance with Star Trek, like yes, we're taking this seriously, but we also are having a nice time, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Like
yeah,
there can be levity in very, very serious moments. It
yeah,
doesn't
and it's very human for there to
diminish
be.
exactly, and
Yeah.
it doesn't diminish the product at
No.
all. And in fact, it probably does the opposite.
Hmm.
It enhances it, like Jenny says, because that's reality. That's how
Hmm.
humans function.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tore my pants.
Mid pants.
Exactly.
Well, Star Trek's always been great at that.
Yeah.
And by always, I mean starting after the original series. I don't know what the heck they were doing there. They
It's
when
there.
their comedy, their jokes were like at the end of the episode. It wasn't like
Yeah.
in the middle of it
Right.
usually. Whereas I feel like Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, like the 90s,
Yeah.
they
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 also
really
found
got
that
how
more
to
in,
kind of
yeah.
they would sneak it in. And it
Yeah.
wasn't like, someone falling on their butt or something big
Hmm.
or goofy. It would just be like, Data saying something
Yeah.
so Data or,
Hmm.
Yeah.
or the crew kind of half giggling when Picard has to deal with Luoxana,
Totally.
or things like that, where or Quark being so Quark, oh boy, things like that.
Yeah.
There was always something in there, even in the darkest hours, like you mentioned, me
Hmm.
pants. That's a great
Hmm.
example. Yeah, good
Yeah.
point.
Or when Ducat sits on that thing that
That was
it's out of the
slapstick.
Right,
That was a bit
exactly.
much.
yeah, but
That
it
was
was
like
still
the rom-com between him and Kira, right? Where they fell in love
yeah, but no,
officially.
that would never happen. And
No.
even
Except for when it
Nana
did
says
happen in that episode.
no,
She wrote the
absolutely
episode?
not. No, but she shot it down in the writer's room. She's like,
Hmm.
these two would never have a romance.
That's one of my favorite parts of What We Left Behind. when they bring that out.
Ah, that was ruthless. I can't.
Oh,
That
fatality.
I know that was
Oh my
I
God.
can't see that again because of that. Um, okay.
Oh,
So moving on from those two lovebirds, let's see. John Davis says Star Trek V gave the best visual explanation of the meanings of gravity. Oh,
Hmm.
we moved from levity to gravity and everything in between. Is there any other words that have the word vidi or the ending of vidi?
Depravity.
VITY?
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Thank you.
There's a
He
Vanity.
didn't
song
invent
that's
it.
right on the tip of my brain, and I can't think of it right now.
Navity. Bavity. Dravity.
Ah,
Okay, everybody in the live chat, let
Gravity.
us know
Gravity.
any
calamity.
other words that end with
Brevity.
V. Brevity.
Nice arc,
Oh, I
Scott.
should
Arc,
have.
Scott.
Gravity.
Longevity. There
Longevity.
we
Yes.
go.
Longevity.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Yes.
Here's a question. Here's a question about longevity. Why do we pronounce the G twice?
Oh, good question. What?
See?
I
Yeah.
always say
Who does
longevity.
longevity?
Well,
Yeah.
well, then you guys say it correctly. I think most of us
Thank
say
you.
longevity, and
I
that's
always said it longevity too.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Like
like
if I
how some
was
people, and this is
sounding it
my own
out.
pet peeve. This is my own pet peeve, and maybe this doesn't bother anybody else, but there are certain people in this world, and a lot of them are sports commentators,
Mm.
pronounce the word forward as forward. And
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
stop
Oh,
dropping the R. It's there. I see it.
yeah.
It's not forward, it's forward. But anyway, so maybe we're saying longevity incorrectly. So anyway, are there any other word? Inclusivity, yes, and
Yeah.
exclusivity. This is great.
Creativity.
Ooh,
Yes,
yeah.
that was the one I was trying to remember. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
See, War Dogheim is on team Matt and Jenny on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Longevity.
Yep.
But
but
I'll bet you
we
both
could have been
pronunciations are
taught.
correct. Let me see. No, it's
No.
longevity.
Yes.
See, Melissa, they're right.
Because
That
it's
makes
not
sense.
there
That's the way it
twice.
should be pronounced.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Because
never
it's
even thought of it
the
because that's
yeah.
I was taught one way and that's
Yeah, of
the
course.
way I ran with it.
Of
It's a
course.
So,
colloquialism. Yeah.
That's what we
I
do.
mean, like,
Yeah.
obviously, everybody, a lot of people do it, but yeah, it's
Hmm.
longevity, just like the
longevity.
People who say,
lieutenant.
Yeah.
or,
Well,
oh yeah,
and
lieutenant.
Yeah.
it's kind of like lawyer, law instead of lawyer. It's
Yeah.
law because, they practice law.
Could be. I
A
feel like
year
East
of
Coasters
No, it
law.
pronounce it
is.
lawyer.
In
We're gonna go see my
in
lawyer.
speech
Lawyer.
classes for
Lawyer?
acting,
Lawyer.
they
Lawyer.
emphasized it being it's lawyer, not lawyer,
Lawyer.
lawyer. And we would
Law.
get docked from it.
Mhm.
Well, Google
I just say
disagrees with
attorney.
your acting teacher.
Well, it was more than
Lawyer.
yeah, but it was more than one acting teacher. And I bet you if you asked Armin, a
Mm.
trained stage actor, he would say lawyer.
Sorry, I'm gonna trust Google over a person.
David Bourgeois says
Why?
Melissa Longovity. Oh.
Longevity.
Longevity. Longo.
But the answer is, of course, lawyer is also acceptable. You know, of course, they're both acceptable, but the main way to pronounce it now as language evolves is
Hmm.
lawyer. But that's because language evolves and people pronounce things wrong now, like picture. We don't say picture.
Well, then
We say
Picture.
Or
forward
picture.
people
would
who
We
work
don't say
say foyer
we
instead of
don't say
foyer.
instead of forward.
right.
Forward.
Ugh, that doesn't
I
work for
know,
I
me.
say
but it's
foyer.
Wait,
still.
what was it?
We don't say
I
tree, we
say
say tree.
tree.
Anyway.
Tree. Tree.
Yeah, but it
Tree.
should be
Tree.
Tree.
tree. Tree.
Tree.
Tree.
But there's a
Tree.
it's like
But
a what's
there's
the thing? What's it called
tree.
when you do mix those letters together and the
What are
Yeah.
you doing? I'm not
you
gonna.
It's
take the
not a
T and the
diphthong,
R
but
and part
it's
of the T
something
falls off.
else.
Yeah. Bonk. Yeah.
Punk. That's great.
Huskity has left the building.
All right,
Yeah.
back to work, everybody. That was Star Trek and Chill for 5 seconds, but now we're back to the main viewer and thrill. Let's move forward into let's talk about Chicago. We're already almost out of time.
Word.
And
Yeah.
Robert
I
Kaiser said
know.
something like he listened to the All Access podcast from our friends over at Trek Movie, and he said they didn't make as big of a deal as we are of it. So maybe we're digging too deep
Oh, about
into the
the
Paramount
Levity.
swallowing WB,
Oh,
but I feel like it is.
Well,
I feel like
because
these things are giant
it's
deals because they can
big
trickle
deal.
down into so much.
well, I will say that Anthony
But they
Pascal
know better than
pointed
I
that
do.
out, that particular thing that about that this weekend when he was at Trek to
Mm,
Chicago, and he pointed that out. So it's a big deal to him.
yeah.
Okay,
And
good.
yeah, so just because he didn't say it on the show, on their
Yeah.
podcast, doesn't mean it's not a big deal to him because that's one of the things that he actually brought up in our conversation.
Gotcha.
So,
Good to know. All
Ooh,
right, so let's look very
yeah.
quickly at a couple items.
Chicago.
Uh, Here they are. Oh, they're on Facebook.com. Everybody, check this out. Creation and Entertainment. William Shatner on stage with co-CEO Adam Malin.
mhm.
Shatner is saying something crazy, and Adam's
Linda
going
said that
like,
he talked about gravity.
"Yeah,
Oh,
VITY." He also ate sushi
sushi.
on stage. This dude,
really?
because he got his food when it was just about time to go up on stage. So he goes up on stage holding a bag of sushi and he sits down. And then the stage manager comes out and brings him a little table because she's smart and she knows, well, I might as well, if this is what he's going to do, I might as well make it a little bit more
Right.
pleasant for everybody. So he has a
That's
little table.
amazing.
And then he's like, he starts opening it up and he's like, he tells a story about like, I got here, it was raining, I this, I that, blah, blah, blah. Now I got my sushi. And then what's your question? And the guy asks a question and says, what was it like, having zero G in space or something, whatever. And Shatner basically said, hmm, why don't you tell me what you think I'm gonna say while I eat this piece of sushi? And then so the guy was like, well, I think you're saying, he's like, oh, spot on. And the funny thing is that the crowd was like dying of
Of
laughter
course.
because they thought it was shtick, but we all know like he's 94. This is not shtick. He's just
No.
being legit. He's like, I'm gonna eat and
Mm-mm.
collect a ton of money while you say words and I eat
Well,
salmon.
And you're
I
gonna
have-
love it,
Yeah.
is the thing. I'm gonna eat and you're gonna love it because we do.
That's
well,
so
I had
funny.
a couple of people come up to my table and they said, William Shatner just ate sushi on stage.
Yeah.
Shatner
And then
sushi.
they're like, only Shatner could get
Right?
away with that.
Exactly.
Do you guys want to hear some breaking news? So
Yes.
that picture,
hmm
this picture, look at that. That's a good
That is
sized
great.
crowd.
That's awesome.
Oh, that room
That's
is
him reaching
full.
into his bag right there.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm dying. That is
Not the best lighting for
amazing.
pictures, but they were taken from this phone right here.
Nice
Sweet.
work.
All of
I
them.
was
so
wondering.
awesome.
I was wondering. I saw.
Good job,
Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen.
So awesome.
I was
I
like,
don't know what that
Creation's
means. I
putting
don't
up a
know that
lot of Star Trek
reference.
stuff this
Jimmy
Yeah,
Olsen was
weekend.
the
suddenly.
photographer for the Daily Planet.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Good knowledge, Matt. Wow. Okay. So
Nicely
that
done.
was fun. And then what's up next? I think that we have a couple of these. Oh,
There's some really good. I mean,
I
What you
like
got? What you
this one
got?
too. This one's nice. From Facebook.com, creation posts. Deep Space Nine
Aw.
panel with Chase Masterson, Sirach
Oh,
Lofton, and a Nav visitor.
3 of the best humans on the planet.
For real. Look at that.
abso-freaking-lutely.
Sirach disagrees. Look at that.
Yeah.
He is like,
That's
I do not subscribe to what she's saying right now.
that's some serious side eye.
Yeah.
hmm
And Chase is like, well, okay, I guess. Oh, look what she's wearing, Melissa.
Oh,
I know.
She's wearing her
She's wearing my
union.
shirt.
that's
Oh, good job,
awesome.
Melissa. And you can get
Yeah.
your shirt that Chase Masterson is wearing on stage at Walking Art made by Melissa.
Mhm.
Good stuff, Melissa.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Thanks.
look, I'm kissing
Yeah.
Sirach's shoulder right
Oh,
here. Very
that's really nice.
Aw, what a sweetie you
He says,
are.
I
Yeah.
love you.
Kind of creepy, but kind of true. Okay. So let's see another one here. Oh, this is a good one. This is just them, couple Voyager people talking on stage. This is also cute. A packed house.
But that room,
Tim saying
yeah.
something. Jerry laughing.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Little buds.
Oh, they were funny. Oh, you know who else was funny?
Mm.
Brent and Gates.
Oh my
Brent
gosh.
Spiner and Gates McFadden. And people were walking away. They're like, I didn't know they were so funny.
What?
How did they? I'm like, wow, well, I'm glad you finally know they're
Hilarious.
great.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It only took you 35 years.
hmm
No, saying.
I love
35
that.
years, saying.
That's so awesome.
I thought it was really cool that on both days the theater was packed.
I love that.
Oh, nice.
Packed, which is an indication of how well the show went.
It was a good
I
time.
love that. That's awesome.
Chicago came out. Those
Yes,
two
they
tiny
did.
dots. You could just tell this is like the tiniest
Brent.
thing. Yeah, you could tell that's Brent saying something sarcastic and
Oh,
smart.
yeah. Yeah.
Right? You could see-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's going,
He's
going,
like,
why
yeah,
don't you
yeah.
tell us? What-"
Yeah.
Well,
That's
he
so
said
funny.
that he would relax because somebody asked him if he related to Data in any way, like the character. He's
Mhm.
like, no, I related to Lore because I'm evil. Okay.
Here's something that
Oh
just
my
literally
God.
popped up because we're on Facebook, so might as well just put up because it's relevant. It was a day one photo dump by me in the group. Look at this. So there's TJ giving
Oh,
kisses.
that's lovely.
There's a group of
Oh,
friends.
with his Ajala shirt. That's awesome.
Like
Did I-
them.
So
Joel and
what?
Valazak, who's in the live chat, is there.
Yay!
Also
Yeah.
Chris Garris. Jenna, I don't think she's in the live chat. Yvette, sci-fi sister Yvette. There's
Yeah.
Melissa. She's there.
Woohoo.
Cassandra
Oh.
G, Allison
Mhm.
Leach Hyde, Admiral Chris or Captain Chris of the Chicago. What are they called? The Fandom, the
I
Battalion,
think she
Phantom
got
Battalion.
promoted
Amazing.
to Admiral.
Oh, nice.
That's why. Okay, that makes sense.
Damn, all right.
So, and then let's see what else there is.
Yeah, what else you got?
I was kind of scared there, I think.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you take a picture in your undies or something?
No. Oh, look at the guy. Is that that guy?
That is the guy.
Is that guy?
That is that guy.
Oh, there's Derek Pederossi too, who's also in the live chat
Hey!
sometimes. Anyway, so there are a ton of pictures, everybody, and you can have fun with those. Check them out. There's some in the Creation Entertainment Facebook group or
Mhm.
Creation Star Trek Convention Facebook group. There's also some in the Star Trek Experiences Facebook group. There's some in the
Mhm.
Seventh Rule. I took some pictures, not nearly enough. I didn't post most of them. I should have, but that's, you know how it goes. We we plan, and then we just I could show let's see, there's this picture, and there's all right. I think we're gonna have to move on already.
Oh
These are some
man.
great finds,
Aw.
Melissa. Great stuff. Oh wait.
Thanks.
Oh
It was a
man.
great weekend. And
Yeah,
So
Chicago did
glad.
also,
come out.
I love that. And it was
man,
so
there's some
nice
good
to see so many friends in those pictures. Ah,
Yeah.
Here's another
And
one
to
real
see
quick
people
because
that
Melissa
you only meet.
yeah, right?
Brian Volkweiss posts, we
Oh,
had the absolute pleasure of interviewing
Oh.
Alice Kriega for an unnamed yet poorly hidden show we're working on currently. Absolutely loving the stories she told. Finding your weakness is only a matter of
So
time.
cool.
now
That's
I'm
pretty
so
cool.
excited. And
Ooh.
I don't know what his secret show is, so it's very well hidden from me,
It's
but it
Voyager
sounds
season
exciting.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here's some more. Oh, wow, that's so funny. These pictures are all just popping up right here. This is good. These are all also taken by me here. These were fun. Sirach Lofton doing karaoke.
Oh my
Amazing.
gosh.
Oh, the guitar.
So fun.
Look
He's
at
so
that,
good at
man.
that.
That is good. Good
He
stuff there.
parties
Yep.
on stage.
He gives it his all.
I love it.
He sure
The
does.
microphone in his hand. This lady was with a gentleman who came all the way from Germany for this.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, cool.
I mean, she had a
Great.
German accent too, so I
Mhm.
mistakenly thought that that meant she was also flying in from Germany, but she lived in Chicago now. But
Oh,
her
cool.
friend flew in from Germany for it.
That's so
And
fun.
every time I hear people saying stuff like that, I'm like, you should go to Vegas, bro. You should see
Yeah.
Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
It's
Mhm.
coming.
Well,
All
my
right.
Lancaster was there. She's in our live chat
Hmm.
right now.
Did I see Katie too?
She
Yeah.
was there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did I
my
see
heart.
Lamaya there?
I don't know. She
Lamaya,
was there.
you didn't come say hi? Or
Uh-oh.
where'd you see her, Melissa?
At my table
Okay. Or did
several times. Or
Okay,
maybe
and
a
yes,
couple of
Katie
times.
was there. Although
Yeah.
Katie was really in and out.
Oh, was she?
She was, yeah, just there for the day. But she did the Todd Stashwick
I know he posted a picture and
pizza
there she was
thing.
right there. That's how I knew she was
Yeah.
there. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
yes. And I saw Dave Gregory and Linda Andrag also went to pizza
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
and a
They
couple
also
yeah.
did
other.
the DS9
Yes.
cocktail hour.
I love that. I love
I
that so
know.
much. That's
So
awesome.
Lamaya says, "No,
Mm.
Ryan, every time we saw you, you were working.
That is true. That
Mhm.
You
does
can
happen.
still wait.
They're
It
just
would have
very
been fun to
polite.
see you, Lamaya." Or maybe right now she's like, that's her excuse. She's like, he seems so obnoxious. I'm just gonna pretend like she's like,
Oh,
can I
no
just go
way.
to the convention but not say hi to Ryan because he won't know it's me? Anyway, it's cool. Next time, hopefully, Lamaya,
Aw.
you'll introduce yourself. That'd be really fun. Cool.
Yeah.
And what's up to Dead Perp 7 in the live chat and War Dog Heim and
Hooray!
Rose Kirby and Bob Duncan. All right, let's talk about yesterday. My troubles seemed so far away.
That's right.
So on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released our full review of Tapestry, TNG episode Tapestry. This guy's in it.
You gotta do the thing.
Yes.
Dump job
Doodle-doo,
human.
doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
The imitation, the thingy.
From Tapestry? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, dumb jut human. I thought you meant from this guy.
Yeah, that's the
You
thing.
have no, you talk, but you have no grumba. Yeah, I think that's what he says, right? Something like that. Anyway, Tapestry, great episode.
Oh my
Uh, let's see. Then this coming Friday, on the Virtual Trek Con YouTube channel. Come on back. Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Atlantic. We are live on Star Trek and Chill right here on the Virtual Trek Con YouTube channel. Check us out. It's a lot of fun. We're not all stiff. We're loosey goosey. We
There's a
have some
lot of
Mhm.
levity
fun.
in
Yeah,
that show.
there's a lot of levity.
Yeah.
And jocularity.
Well said.
Not much brevity though. Uh,
No, no, it's not our specialty.
no. And then on Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we will release our first segment review of TNG episode The Masterson. I mean, The
Mm.
Chase. The
Okay.
TNG episode The
It's like, wait,
Chase with
what's
very
that
special
episode?
guest.
Holiday hoobity waddy.
Dr. Muhammad Noor is the special guest. He's a lot of fun because that's a real,
Yeah.
biological,
Oh yeah, that's
evolutionary kind
perfect.
of episode. And he is such a delight to have. We're so fortunate to have him. That's this Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Then the following week, this coming Monday, 6 days from now, we will review. Wait. Oh, there it is. It's been a while. The full episode, we'll have the full episode out of our review of Birthright Part 1. That's next Monday. All right. Jenny R., can you tell people where they can find you and your goodies, please?
Their money's worth. Well, uh, the internet. First of all, you can find me here on Tuesdays and Fridays. Whoa! Yeah, so that's pretty fun. And also, you can go to my website, jennyrjohnson.com, and you can check out my shop because it's Christmas time and people need to buy things at Christmas time. So you can come to my shop and buy things for Christmas time. Also, you could go to my social media at Jenny Art Johnson Art. I make paintings and sometimes I post videos of me making the paintings.
Aww.
And also sometimes my cat. Anyway, so yeah.
Chuck A., it seems like when you first popped on, you were just called TNG Fanatic, and then 20 minutes later, you were Chuck A. TNG Fanatic to let us
Oh,
know who you are.
how did he
So
do
can
that?
you exactly, Chuck A., can you do us the favor of in the live chat or in the comment section that drops down, let us know how you did that, where you found that function, because I know people are asking. I know some people are saying that they hate the numbers added. So let them know how you
Mm-hmm.
did it. I bet it's a pretty
Yeah.
quick and easy process, but it's a lot quicker and easier if somebody just tells you how to do it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so hook us up.
Just one Trek
Um,
fan says, I hate the 16 after my
that's
name.
what I'm trying to explain to y'all. What about yourself, the Matt?
Well, you can find me here on Tuesdays here on the main viewer. You can also check me out in the chat on Fridays for Star Trek and Chill, telling really bad puns
Ooh.
and jokes. I can only
No.
aspire. No, seriously, I can only aspire to be as good at them as Ryan is. I seriously, I'm.
Aw.
I
That's
am
really
not.
nice.
I can
That's
only
really
aspire.
nice.
You can check out my 5 YouTube channels. Wow, that would be crazy because then I'd actually have to produce content for them. You can check out my 5 YouTube videos on my channel. You can check out my ArtStation page, or sometimes catch me on Facebook in the groups and everything like that. But I also wanted to say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody here in the U.S. And if you're not here in the U.S. and you've already had your Thanksgiving, spend some time, talk to a family
Hmm.
member on Thursday, and tell them that you love them because none of us ever know how much time we have here, right? And if you don't
Mhm.
have a family member that you can talk to because you don't maybe have the best relationship with your family, talk to somebody who's here because I love this found family that we have. And I am thankful and
Hmm.
grateful for all of you.
Aw,
Oh,
that's
that's
so
Absolutely.
lovely.
Thanks, the
sweet.
Matt. I know how much time we have here.
Great.
Maybe like 2 minutes. What about yourself? Oh, I see. No, I understand what you mean now. Thank you. Levity. What about yourself, Melissa?
You can find me at walkingartmadebymelissa.com and get some stuff and sign up for Zumba classes on that same website or through that same website. And here on the YouTube with Virtual TrekCon,
Hmm.
the The Seventh Rule, and Falling Tower, and oh, Three Fat Lobsters.
Everybody, you can find me online at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk, or just Falling Tower, The Seventh Rule, or Virtual TrekCon. But especially right here on YouTube. All right. It is so nice here in LA. Man, we got it good. It
We
was
do.
chilly and rainy last week, but we're back and it is good eating. Yeah, we should have spent more time talking about Chicago. Basically, it was a really fun convention, really full.
Mm.
So much happened. Sirach had a blast. He
Hmm.
Oh my
did,
gosh. So
karaoke. He did
good.
the Ethiopian Shim
Oh,
Sham
right.
dinner. He did
Yeah.
the happy
Oh,
hour
man.
drinks with Chase
Hmm.
and Nana. And Gates had a good time doing coffee and croissant.
Oh, right.
So,
Oh my God.
let's just say that maybe they have requested to do it again. So that means she enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
Um,
That's really cool.
but
It's
you never
great.
know. It's gonna be a good time next time we do a fun convention, but this one was really, really fun, and we're still
Mhm.
exhausted from it.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
thank you to Scott Willett, Linda Andrag, Rookie of the Year, Redshirt Bob, Dead Perp 7, John Davis, War Dog, Lucia Raz, Herbert Turner, Bob Duncan, Mayborello out in the May area. Sorry, Mayborello 1461. It's a good wine year. Good wine year. Uh Budlums, David Bourgeois, Melanie Thompson's on B. 95, that is, on B95. Robot KW1. That sounds like my favorite radio station. Check out Robot KW1. No talk, light rock. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Cairo 47, good number there. And everybody else, thank you all very much for partying with us. Um,
Ooh,
remember
Red
when
Shirt Bob is just Red Shirt Bob. Sorry, I'm sorry for
That's okay.
interrupting.
He did it right. He's getting
How
it
did he
done.
do it? How did he do
Remember,
it?
when this video ends, hit the refresh button, comment section drops down, leave the comments below, tell us what you want to do with your name, what you want to change it to,
Hmm.
and tell us if you're excited about Starfleet Academy, and let us know, lastly, if you're excited, scared, or it doesn't really make a difference if Paramount gets WB and
Yeah.
Discovery. I mean, they already have Discovery the show, but this is, okay.
I know.
That's it
Yay.
for us. When you want to talk about Discovery, put it on the main viewer.